Okay, we're going to now touch base with the management of Best Agrolife. And why not? Let's bring up the intraday chart for you of what we saw actually on Tuesday. Wednesday was, of course, a holiday. Just look at the price action on that stock. Year to date, that stock is high by about 10% in trade. So, what exactly is going on? What's got the markets so enthused? That's exactly what we're going to be discussing with the managing director, Mr. Vimal Alawadhi, who's joining us live right here on this Thursday show. Good morning. Let's get straight down to it. The stock has certainly been a big buzzer in trade. There are new product launches that are on the cards. You're trying to become one of the first few agrochemical companies in the country to produce a kind of an insecticide we've not seen. But first up, if I just go through the numbers, top line guidance of 30%. If you do manage to do that, it would be the third consecutive year where your top line will be growing at more than 30%. How are you sustaining that? How are you going to make sure you actually meet that? And this cannot be the only reason the stock market is so enthused, because you've done that in the last 3 years.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, actually, we had earlier given a growth guidance of 30% in FY23, and for quarter 1 23, we have shown the growth of 33%, and we continue to maintain our 30% growth guidance. That is for sure. And because we have a different product, new chemistry product, the Best Agrolife is a R&D based company where we R&D for new formulation, new technicals. Mainly, we work in two verticals. One vertical is the main intermediate technicals, which people are importing from other countries. We are producing here. We are doing R&D here. The other vertical is patent product, which we are doing here. The new formulation, which we have started last month only. Our first product in that R&D product was Ronfen, which we are getting very good response in the market. That is for the white fly and for the sucking pest mainly. This product we use Ronfen. That is three-way combination, and this kind of R&D we are doing. This is first product which we have launched in our basket. But upcoming line, you will see there is a more than 28 product in the pipeline, which will coming. This year it will come two more product, and each year it will come two to three product. So by this way, 30% we will get the, you can say, 30% growth, and at least 20% of margin, EBITDA margin, we will be achieved.
Right. Mr. Alawadhi,
Yeah.
good morning.
Yeah.
I wanted to understand your view on exports as well, because in your presentation, you've spoken about some of the key triggers for exports.
Yeah.
What is the contribution currently from exports? How do you plan to scale it up? And are you facing any sort of supply issues in China and Europe?
Yeah, in fact, export we don't have much in Best Agrolife, and we have started the registration process in different countries like European countries, Brazil, and you can say Middle East. We have started some export, but which is very negligible, which is not in you can count even. But definitely we have started in Taiwan, Vietnam, Thailand, many Eastern countries, South Asia countries. We have started all the registration process, and that we will get registration by end of this year, some of the registration, and some we will get next year. So main that in our balance sheet, if you talk about, you can see in next financial year some you can see exports. But as a country, definitely we are doing very well. India is doing well because China is not cannot supply as of today, because if 10 years back and now there is a big change in Chinese market and Indian market. And we are the main company where we always talk about India economy, India agriculture, and all that. We always slow in our slogan also, farmer is first. And we always do R&D on the product which we are importing, which India is importing from other countries. So that way we can say next 3 year, our export will be very big, because we are working on strobilurin chemistry, we are working on many chemistry. But export, definitely we can say next year you can see in our basket also in Best Agrolife EBITDA margins also you will see in the export. But right now we don't have any exports.
How have your return ratios in last 3 years moved? And in next 2 years, what could be the band? I'm trying to understand the ROS here and return on equity, the 3 year trend versus the projected next 2 year trend.
Yeah, in fact, last 3 year, if you see our numbers, definitely it has increased drastically, because 3 year back our total number was, around, you can say 700 something. Then next year it was 2020, you can say it was around 800, but 21 it was around 950. But you can say 20 FY22 it was 1240 crore, and this year we are expecting 30% growth, to at least 1600 crore we will achieve this year. And next year, if you see 30% growth, it will come. 30% growth will come because we have new molecule, so it will come definitely. And 20% EBITDA margin, which we have given guidance, that we will achieve for sure.
Okay. All right, Mr. Alawadhi, appreciate your time and so glad you could join us. Now, in case you